Namaskar, I am Nitin Amin and I must thank you for joining me in this session of Raga Parichay. I think I must begin with introducing Ragasphere since this is the first public live streaming. I'll take a minute to introduce Ragasphere. I founded Ragasphere about 3 years ago together with my friend Nandu Kulkarni. And the objective of Ragasphere is to create and maintain a global community aimed at the common listener of music. So, listener education is one major agenda for Ragasphere. So, there is a website, ragasphere.com, and a lot happens there. There is a forum, there is a quiz there, there is also an internet radio called Tarang. Now, RagaQuest is the YouTube channel, that's the video initiative of Ragasphere. So, RagaQuest is the YouTube channel where you will find a lot of videos. Now, these videos, which are all informative, they are sorted, they are organized in different playlists. So, there is a playlist called the Primer, and that is what it is. The Primer is a sort of a guide giving you the basic concepts of music. So the primer consists of about 34 videos. These are slightly long videos, very informative, complete with animation and demonstrations. And these explain all the basic concepts in music and their application in the performance. You can anyway, you can refer to these anytime at leisure. There is another playlist called Samvad. Now, Samvad is a conversation. This is in Marathi. And I do this with Suhas Kirloskar, another music lover friend of mine. And we do it in Marathi. And what we do is we revisit one by one all the concepts. And these are short conversations, about 5 to 6 minutes each. We already have about 15-20 videos in this section. Nandu has started another initiative called Raga Parichay, where he talks about the tala and the theka. The initiative Raga Parichay, I must thank my college group to make me do this. There was a suggestion that why don't I introduce one raga at a time. So we started about a couple of weeks ago, I think, and we made 2 videos. These were made jointly, Nandu and I made them together. One was on Maru Bihag, another was on Bihag. And then we tried as a trial to restricted private audience a live stream. And I did Kalavati together with Suhas Kirloskar. This was just before we went into this lockdown. And we debated a lot what to do about it, but then I think we had to go ahead and do this. So here I am doing a solo now. So I'll be talking about Rag Jhinjhoti. Now, why Jhinjhoti? In the last video, Kalavati, we had moved on from Kalavati and showed Janasamohini, which happens by addition of one note, and then add another note and we get to Jhinjhoti. So we said we will get to know about Jhinjhoti next time. That is today. I'll explain this later. So now to know a rag or to make friends with a rag, it is absolutely not essential for a listener to know the grammar of it. In fact, the best route to knowing a rag is through associating with the phrases of the rag. The rag moves in phrases and not note by note. And if you know these phrases, then you should be able to associate these phrases and recall phrases, and that is what gives you a recall of the raga. And then, what is the best way to recall these phrases? Our Hindi film songs have given us a huge repertoire of these phrases through various songs. So we will do the same thing as we did in the last session. We will listen to some songs which are based on Raga Jhinjhoti. When we say this song is based on Raga, on a particular Raga, this song is showing many phrases which happen to be a part of the Raga progression. It may not completely stick to the complete grammar of the Raga, but it is enough to sort of start associating the phrases with the Raga phrases. So let's go on and listen to some songs, and I am sure you will start recalling these songs.
कोई हमदम न रहा, कोई सहारा न रहा, हम किसी के न रहे, कोई हमारा न रहा, कोई हमदम न रहा, कोई सहारा न रहा.
That was my most favorite. So what happens is, we don't normally listen to these songs one after the other. I mean, we listen to them at various times, different times. And again, they're in different keys. Some are male songs, some are female songs, some are duets. And so it is very difficult for a common listener to really, start associating with the phrases in these songs. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play all these songs one after the other in a particular sequence where, the phrases will start fitting it. You will start seeing that the phrases, they sound similar and they sound to be a part of a very, definite design. So let's try and do that. I just have to turn my tanpura on. Yeah, so I'm going to try and place these songs And then finally, surprisingly, this song is the one which comes closest to the rag. So, we will use this song to get into the phrases of Jhinjhoti. So, what I am going to do now is start painting the picture of Jhinjhoti through phrases, and we will look at it section by section. So, Jhinjhoti normally begins like this. So notice this is very characteristic of Jhinjhoti. This is a mead, this is a glide from sa to this sur is the nishad, which is the knee. This is the komal knee. So this is the first section. Then we move on. This is another characteristic oscillation, Then we move on. Come back here. This is the creeping, what we call the buckled of Jhinjhoti. Now we start moving further. Keep coming back here. Then we move on again to the most characteristic part. This is exactly what we did in the lower octave. And then we can still keep going up. This is exactly what we did. So if we have to look at the whole Jhinjhoti again. So this is the larger painting of Jhinjhoti, and then all the songs which we heard, you will find small pieces, small phrases fitting into this design, and this is what we have to start developing this ability. How to start identifying, start associating phrases, and phrases is the way to make friends with Raga. I am sure you all, I have been seeing a lot of questions on the screen and a lot of comments on the screen. I'll just play a bandish in Jhinjhoti, a short bandish, and then we will look at your comments and I'll try and answer some of the questions. I'll just put the tabla on. Great. I think we can start looking at the comments now. We'll give another 10-15 minutes to this. Oh wow, this is a long list here. So the initial questions or the comments seem to be about the quality of the video and the sound. So most seems to be comments saying good, and that is okay. Okay, there is one question which from Gautam Karnik. How should we think of Jhinjhoti in terms of raga personality when playing? It sounds a very soft rag, not a loud, strong personality. I think he is spot on there. You know, Jhinjhoti is a very romantic kind of a personality. It's a late evening rag, late night, so it's a night rag, and so it's romantic and soft in its nature. So there is, you won't find too much of a, if I can say maramari, not too much of gar 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 in it. But it will go very soft and smooth. So he is spot on there. There is a question, what are the notes, rest notes in Jhinjhoti? Now, rest notes is more of a technical term, and it is more a part of the grammar. So I don't know whether we should touch the grammar of the rag. But if I can explain in a couple of minutes, a rag is nothing but a set of notes, and you define this set of notes. So what are the notes here in this particular?
Connected to ribbons I can't judge.
Yeah. So the notes here are. So as I said, the version of Nishad is Ashuddha, is the common Nishad. But this set doesn't make the rag. What makes the rag is the way in which these notes are used. And so we have seen in the phrase. So in this phrasing, in the rules of this phrasing, which is known as the chalan, it also defines, which are the notes on which you can stop and which are the notes you have to fleetingly take. So in this case, of course, pancham happens to be a resting note for any rag. Gandhar happens to be a very long note here. So it's the phrases which define the resting notes. Suhas is saying that, one is definitely this rag is played more on instruments, so this is more preferred by the instrumentalists. There are very few singers who have really sang, who sang Jhinjhoti. And he particularly remembers Shivji's Santur rendition playing as well. So I think let's sort of take a break here. And the question is, what next? So what next is, I think I can definitely keep doing this. So we will begin with a frequency of once in a week. So probably, not probably, we'll do the next session on Saturday. Next Saturday, same time, if it works for everybody, we will sort of check out whether the timing is good. And then we'll of course publish the next session. Please subscribe to the channel so that you get notifications of whatever we decide. We are also planning to, sort of post a quiz on today's sessions. So there will be a quiz on Rag Jhinjhoti. You will receive it in a couple of days, and in the next one, we'll announce the winners of the quiz. And I think I must thank all of you for joining. I already thanked my college group for making me start this. And lastly, I think I must thank Kaumdi, my wife. This is a completely solo, no help. She helped me make the whole setup, and I must applaud her. Thank you all for joining. See you next week. Bye-bye.